स्वागत करते हैं जी एक बार फिर आप सब ਦਾ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਸਪਿਰਿਚੁਅਲ ਸੈਗਮੈਂਟ ਵਿੱਚ। ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਥ ਦੇਣਗੇ ਸਰਦਾਰ ਹਰਬੰਸ ਸਿੰਘ ਖੰਡੋਲਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਬਾਰ-ਬਾਰ ਆ ਕੇ ਇੰਪੋਰਟੈਂਟ ਇਸ਼ੂਜ਼ ਉੱਤੇ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਦੇ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਅੰਗਰੇਜ਼ੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਕਈ ਵਾਰ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਸਾਡੇ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਆ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮਸ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਹੋ ਸੁਣਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਮਝਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੇ। ਸੋ ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਇਹ ਸੀਰੀਜ਼ ਜੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਚਲਾਉਣ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਧਰਮ ਦਾ ਅਸਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੀ ਮਕਸਦ ਹੈ 21ਵੀਂ ਸਦੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਦ ਟਰੂ ਮੀਨਿੰਗ ਆਫ ਰਿਲੀਜਨ ਇਨ ਦ 21st ਸੈਂਚੁਰੀ, ਇਸ ਉੱਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਫੋਕਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਇਸ ਸੀਰੀਜ਼ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ। ਬੇਨਤੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਆਪਣੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਇਹ ਸੁਣਾਓ ਅਤੇ ਜੇਕਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਕੋਲ ਕੋਈ ਸਵਾਲ ਹੋਏ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਤੱਕ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਕਰਨਾ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਸ ਦਾ ਜਵਾਬ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਵਾਪਸ ਆ ਸਕੀਏ। ਸੋ ਸਵਾਗਤ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਹਰਬੰਸ ਸਿੰਘ ਖੰਡੋਲਾ ਦਾ। ਵੈਲਕਮ ਟੂ ਦ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਜੀ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
As you said, Harpreet, you will do this series in English, and the heading is the meaning of religion in 21st century.
Right.
Harpreet, I must say in the beginning, as you know, that I'm not a preacher or a scholar, just a family man who is trying to understand the message of Gurbani for me.
Right.
What the Gurbani teaches me, how to live in this world, how to conduct myself in this world.
And basically with your experience and delving into this, you're trying to read.
I do research. I think about it. I do research Gurbani and make my notes.
Right.
That's why, because I'm not a preacher, that's why you see a pile of notes, because I research the message, I write down the message. So there's I believe that RPG in 21st century, that we discuss religion and spirituality now beyond the religion we practice today, beyond the organized religion, and beyond heaven and hell, and beyond worthless religious practices, rituals, superstitious beliefs.
Right.
Okay. We need to walk through that. Harpreet, I'm not saying that we should walk away from the religion.
Right.
What I'm saying, that we walk through the religion to find a new vision, new reality, new truth.
Right.
And in the 21st century, this is why, after a year break, I come back to talk about this.
Right.
You know, how can we walk through the religion we practice?
Absolutely.
And find a new vision?
Well, that's the most important thing, what you're saying. And that's the most important thing, walking through the religion. Because today, we claim ourselves to be religious, but we are not understanding the essence of religion.
Yeah, we're not walking away from the religion.
Right.
We're walking through the religion. And you know, Harpreet, to bring about the change in the religious psyche is not easy.
That's right.
Very, very difficult. But I think education is the only way.
Absolutely.
There's no other way.
Yeah.
So when I was preparing, Harpreet, this topic, actually a thought really came to my mind. Like humans have achieved huge advances and progress in the field of communication, transportation, medicine, space, science. Enormous changes we have achieved in the world. But in the field of religion, we are stuck in the belief system that is thousands of years old, everywhere.
Right.
Okay, and we are stuck on, and the thousands years old belief system, and the belief system that are not logical, relevant to our daily life. The belief system does not guide us how to become a good human.
Right.
Okay, the belief system nothing to do about the truthful living, and the beliefs that fail to create harmony and peace in this world. And yet, we are practicing all those belief systems in gurdwaras, in churches, in mosques, and temples.
Right.
And this is why, Harpreet, I believe that we are continuing practicing those belief systems.
Right.
Okay. The fact is that because those belief system, religious practices are not concerned with the truth, genuine history of the religious practices. They are concerned with sacred history. What I mean, that they have cemented this thoughts in human psyche that all those belief systems and practices are sacred.
Right.
And they cannot be questioned. They cannot be touched, and they cannot be changed.
Because it will be a sin if you talk and try to...
That's what I... Right. It is a sin to talk about, question those,
right,
and change those. In fact, Harbiji, I give you one example. I was reading about Muhammad, his thought, philosophy, vision, and it is written in somewhere. People, organized religion, has changed that the Quran cannot be translated because it's a speech of speech of God. You know, it's so kind of sacred. You can't even translate it.
Right.
And so that's how the organized religion is working. Okay, for that reason, what we just discussed, Harbiji, I have come to the conclusion that any discussion, any discourse about religious philosophy must have some standard.
Oh, yeah.
Must have some test. Must have some, you know, clarification conditions, which I would say, whether we are to go to Gurdwara, this is what I look for. We should look for everywhere we go to Gurdwara, we church or temple, that what is being preached is that based on reason?
Right.
Is based on truth? Is that based on logic? Does it make sense to me? Is it relevant to my daily life?
Right.
Does it guide me how to become Satyara, how to become a good human being? And is it scientific? Is it based on facts? That belief system, organized religion or institutionalized religion practices, it's a time to discuss those, time to walk through those, and time to find a new truth, a new vision, a new reality. This is what I mentioned, that whenever I go to Gurdwara, I want to see what they're preaching me. Is it reasonable? Is it logical? Is it practical? Is it relevant to my daily life?
Right.
Okay. But what is being preached? We need to talk about that. Okay. Let's use one example, Harbi. What I'm saying here, that it should be logical, it should be reasonable, relevance. Let's use one example.
Okay.
In Japji Sahib, we read every day. Guru Pasha कहने सोचे सोच न होगी, ये सोचे न होगा. We read that every day. And the real meaning, the logical, reasonable, and relevance meaning of this is this. Guru Sahib saying, by washing your body, bathing in srovar, water pools, Tirath Shnan, what we call, pollution of mind cannot be washed away.
That's right.
That's what the Guru is saying. It cannot be washed away. Your thoughts, your behavior, your sanskar will never change by doing that.
Right.
Guru Sahib saying this. You can repeat this thousands of times. Right? Okay. A conscious transformation, Guru Sahib saying, will never happen. Tan tote man acha na hoya. That's the message of Guru was. It's a factual, and it's a practical, it's a logical. If this message was preached in our Gurdwaras for the last 250 years, I believe the outcome will be an awakened Sikh society.
Right.
We will be true Sikhs of Guru Nanak. If this was the way the message was presented in the Gurdwaras. Okay.
Right.
No, but this is not what is being preached.
Ji.
Okay. What is being preached? You know, we go to Gurdwaras by doing Tirath Yatra, Tirath Shnan, dipping in the srovar, you are going to wash away your path, bad thoughts, vices, you become a better human, better Sikh. So sukha puriyan ho janagiyan, desired will be fulfilled.
Ji.
And millions are doing that every day.
Yeah.
Millions are doing that. And there's no change because it's not logical, it's not reasonable, it's not relevant. And this is called organized religion.
Right.
Because when the message is not relevant, it's not logical, how to become a Satyara, and because it has no relevance to our daily life, that's how we call this as a organized religion.
Right.
What I'm saying is that in 21st century, if what is preached, taught in Gurdwaras is not logical, practical, relevant, and this doesn't guide us to be how to be a Satyara, it's not factual, then it's time that we can question it.
Right.
We can ask for clarification. We can ask for changes. And this is the way we want the message should be delivered to the Sangat in the Gurdwaras. Now, that is why, Harpreet ji, the big question comes up in our daily life. We need to question what is the purpose, what is the relevance, what is the meaning of the religion in our daily life. Because the institutional organized religion has little or no relevance in our daily life, the purpose of meaning, and does not guide us to be how to be a Satyara.
Absolutely. We'll go for a short break and come back, and that is what is required today, because what we are finding out is that a lot of sermon and preaching is being done, but that is not being reflected in the character of a community.
Exactly.
And that's what the gurus wanted, that change need to be brought. We'll discuss about this after this short break.
Thank you.
So Lena ji, एक छोटी जी break ਤੇ ਵਾਪਸ ਆ ਕੇ ਜੋ ਹੁਣ ਤੱਕ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਹੈ ਉਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਹਰਬੰਸ ਸਿੰਘ ਕੰਡੋਲਾ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਇਹੀ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ 21ਵੀਂ ਸਦੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਧਰਮ ਦਾ ਕੀ ਮਕਸਦ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਮਝ ਸਕੀਏ। ਸਾਡੀ ਓਲਡ ਥਿਉਰੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੀ ਥਾਟ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਉਹ ਫਸੀ ਪਈ ਹੈ, ਅਸੀਂ ਬਾਹਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਨਿਕਲ ਸਕ ਰਹੇ। ਅਸੀਂ ਹਰ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਸਮਝਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਇਹ ਸੇਕਰਡ ਹੈ, ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਿ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਚੋਂ, ਮੰਦਰ ਚੋਂ ਜਾਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਹੋਰ ਧਾਰਮਿਕ ਸਥਾਨ ਚੋਂ ਪ੍ਰੀਚਰ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਦੱਸੀ ਜਾ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ, ਪਰ ਉਸ ਦਾ ਅੱਜ ਰੈਲੇਵੈਂਸ ਕੀ ਹੈ ਸਾਡੇ ਜੀਵਨ ਵਿੱਚ, ਅਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਸਿੱਖਣਾ ਹੈ, ਉਹ ਸਾਡਾ ਸਹੀ ਧਰਮ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਜੇਕਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਮਝ ਸਕੀਏ। ਤੇ ਉਸ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਆਪ ਹੀ ਉਦਮ ਕਰਨਾ ਪਏਗਾ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪ ਮਿਹਨਤ ਕਰਕੇ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਹੋਵੇ ਜਾਂ ਜਿਸ ਵੀ ਧਰਮ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਡੀ ਆਸਥਾ ਹੈ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਮੈਸੇਜ ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਮਝ ਕੇ ਪਰਿਵਰਤਨ ਲਿਆ ਸਕੀਏ। ਹੋਰ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਲੈਣੇ ਇਸ ਥੋੜੀ ਜੀ ਬ੍ਰੇਕ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ।
ਮਹਿੰਦਰਾ ਜੂਲਰਸ, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਝੁਮਕਾ, ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਕੰਗਨ, ਕੜਾ, ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਨੈਕਲੈਸ, ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਇਸ ਬਾਰੀਕੀ ਨਾਲ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਉਹ ਆਪਣੇ ਹੀ ਲਈ, ਸਾਡੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਲਈ ਹੀ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਗਿਆ ਹੋਵੇ।
ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਗਾਹਕ ਮਹਿੰਦਰਾ ਜੂਲਰਸ ਦੀ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਦਾ ਹਿੱਸਾ ਬਣਦਾ ਹੈ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਭਰ ਲਈ।
ਤੇ ਆ ਹੈ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ
ਮਹਿੰਦਰਾ ਜੂਲਰਸ, a passion for excellence।
ਸਵਾਗਤ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਜੀ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰ ਫਿਰ ਆਪ ਸਭ ਦਾ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਸੈਗਮੈਂਟ ਵਿੱਚ। ਡਾਕਟਰ ਹਰਬੰਸ ਸਿੰਘ ਕੰਡੋਲਾ ਇੱਕ ਜਰਨੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, ਜਿਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਸਮਝ ਆ ਸਕੇ ਕਿ ਧਰਮ ਦਾ ਅਸਲ ਮਕਸਦ ਕੀ ਹੈ, ਖਾਸ ਤੌਰ ਉੱਤੇ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਇਸ ਯੁੱਗ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕਿਹੜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਦਾ ਪਤਾ ਹੋਏ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਦੱਸ ਸਕੀਏ ਕਿ ਅਸਲ ਧਰਮ ਦਾ ਮਕਸਦ ਕੀ ਹੈ, ਕੀ ਉਸ ਦਾ ਮੀਨਿੰਗ ਹੈ। ਆਓ ਕੁਝ ਹੋਰ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਲੈਣੇ। ਜੀ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ।
Habib ji, we were discussing that it's time that we all, as a human society, ask a question. The religion that's being practiced today, what is the purpose? What is the relevance? What is the meaning in our daily life? What is being preached? Because the institutional or the organized religion, I would say, have very little or no relevance how to guide us to become a good human, a Satyara. That is why, Harpreet ji, Guru Nanak Padshaha, I call Guru Nanak Pasha as a visionary, a revolutionary, bright spiritual leader. I absolutely salute Guru Nanak, his thought philosophy, his thought, his vision, and so see. That's why he raised this question right in the beginning of Sri Guru Granth Sahib. Right in the beginning of Guru Granth Sahib, Kiv Satyara hoiye, Kiv kuda tute pa. Ask the question, hey, what is the purpose of what we doing? What is its purpose? What's its meaning? What is relevance to our daily life? Guru Pacha says, how can we demolish the wall of divine spiritual ignorance or become awakened, a good human, good Satyara or enlightened Sikh? Rest of the Gurbani is the instructions to achieve that goal, how to become Satyara. Guru raised the question that what is the purpose of doing all this? He said the instructions of the rest of it is to guide us how to be a good human being, how to be a Satyara. Spiritual religion simply, Harpreet ji, if we talk about, is a spiritual guiding principles. You know, how to be a good human being, as we said. The focus is how to give Satyara. Here is the interesting part, Harpreet ji. What I have read, as I said, I read about the philosophy of Muhammad, the philosophy of Jesus Christ. From what I have read, whether it's very interesting, Harbi, what I found is whether it was Socrates, whether it's Mahatma Buddha, it was Jesus Christ, Hazrat Muhammad, Guru Nanak, the message was simple, logical, and relevant.
Right.
How to live a meaningful life, a purposeful life, how to be a good human. Right. The message was very simple and common for all of them.
Gee.
And as we were talking about, that how we transferred that.
It got distorted over time.
Distorted over time.
And manipulated also.
Manipulated over time.
Right.
And this is what the common, we'll talk about what all of the prophets, all the visionaries taught us, preached us.
Gee.
I'll give you some examples here, what I read in the in their philosophy. They talked about against exploitation of priestly class of ignorance of the people.
Right.
They fought for human dignity and pluralism, and they fought against worthless religious practices, useless superstitious belief system. Message was simple and logical.
Gee.
All of those visionaries, Harpreet, we must say, visionaries faced a huge resistance from the establishments of the time.
Right.
Socrates was killed, Jesus was crucified, and Muhammad was expelled from Mecca or Kaaba, and he was ridiculed in that area for his belief system.
Right.
As a revolutionary thought, he was ridiculed. Today, that is the reason, Harpreet, the fact of life is a small percentage of the people at that time accepted that message and lived that message. And as I said, over time, all their teachings, vision, wisdom, we have lost that. It transformed into a organized religion.
Right.
And it's unfortunate, Harpreet, that whether it's Socrates, Mahatma Buddha, Jesus, Muhammad, left no written scriptures. It's unfortunate. And that's why their message was compiled after years after their death. And that's why we completely kind of ended up losing their methods. Now, even though, pretty important here situation, even though we have Sri Guru Granth Sahib, which is a first-hand document, we cannot change it. Today we have lost the real message and real wisdom of Guru Nanak Padsha through misunderstanding, misinterpretation, and literal meaning for money, power, and status. It's a very sad story, as I said. Even though we have a first-hand document, and the document cannot be changed, we still have transformed that into an organized religion.
Right.
And I call it a very sad story. What humans have today is institutionalized, organized religion, which I would say is a worthless religious practices, used as rituals, superstitious beliefs, all for money, power, and status. It's all about behavior control.
Right.
And it's all about exploitation as a behavior control. It is all about outer purpose. I think this is some message here, Harpreet, if you want to convey. It is what is being preached, is it all about outer purpose.
Right. Which the gurus had negated at in their time. Absolutely.
Right. The institutional religion gave us because it's its outer purpose. That's why the organized religion gave us division, intolerance, hatred, and violence, killing of innocent people. Let us focus on, in this context, Harpreet, I'd like to focus on the Sikh religion, how we have turned pure, logical, practical, relevance, and scientific divine message into organized religion. If we understand that, that is how we can walk through what happened and maybe talk about the new vision, new realization, new truth.
Right.
Harpreet, why I'm discussing this is this: to understand what is reality, what is falsehood, where is the fault lies, how can we fix this, what has been distorted. Whole of spiritual philosophy, we know that whole of spiritual philosophy of Guru Nanak, Sri Guru Granth Sahib, is based on reason, truth, meaning, logical, and principle is a relevance to daily life, how become a Satyara, and it's scientific. And this which you have unfortunately turned into a karmakand, pakhand, vaham, param, superstitious beliefs, it is all about behavior control and making more money. It's very important to understand how and why this happened, and happened in every religion. And this distortion, this change happened, and it has happened in every religion.
Right, but the unfortunate part is, especially when we talk about the Sikh religion, while you are mentioning that the gurus themselves negated all these formalities which are now being propagated, and they just made us align with that truth, because as you mentioned in the beginning, kiv satyara hoye, kiv kude tutte pal. That was the essence, that was the message which the gurus had given.
Right from the beginning.
Absolutely. We'll go, we'll not be able to continue further. We'll discuss about this in our next episode. Thank you very much for all this information, and we hope we are able to align our youth with this kind of thinking. And the overall message goes that we have to become better human beings, which the gurus had propagated. ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਸੋ ਅੱਜ ਜੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕੀਤੀ ਉਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਹਰਬੰਸ ਸਿੰਘ ਕੰਡੋਲਾ ਨੇ ਧਰਮ ਦਾ ਅਸਲ ਮਕਸਦ 21ਵੀਂ ਸਦੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੀ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ, ਇਸ ਸੀਰੀਜ਼ ਵਿੱਚ ਅੱਜ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਇੱਕ ਬੇਸ ਜੋ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਬਣਾਈਏ, ਜਿਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਧਰਮ ਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆਗੂ ਆਏ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਇਹੀ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਚੰਗੇ ਇਨਸਾਨ ਬਣਨਾ ਹੈ, ਕਿਵੇਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਦੂਸਰਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਖਿਦਮਤ ਕਰਨੀ ਹੈ, ਆਪਣੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਸੋਚ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਰਿਵਰਤਨ ਲਿਆ ਕੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਅੱਗੇ ਆ ਕੇ ਘਰ ਤੋਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਸਮਾਜ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰਕੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਦੇਸ਼ ਕੌਮ ਵਿੱਚ ਅੱਗੇ ਆਉਣਾ ਹੈ। ਲੇਕਿਨ ਅੱਜ ਅਫਸੋਸ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਆਰਗੇਨਾਈਜ਼ਡ ਰਿਲੀਜਨ ਦੇ ਹੇਠ ਜੋ ਕੁਝ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ, ਕਰਮਕਾਂਡ ਜਾਂ ਪਖੰਡ ਜੋ ਵੱਧਦੇ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, ਉਸ ਦਾ ਧਰਮ ਨਾਲ ਅਸਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੋਈ ਸੰਬੰਧ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ। ਪਰ ਕਿਉਂ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਵੱਧ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਨੇ, ਇਸ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਕਿਹੜੀ ਉਹ ਨਵੀਂ ਸੋਚ ਅੱਗੇ ਆਵੇ ਜਿਸ ਨਾਲ ਕਿ ਇਸ ਨੂੰ ਰੋਕਿਆ ਜਾ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ। ਇਸ ਸੀਰੀਜ਼ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਅਗਲੇ ਹਫ਼ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਂਝ ਪਾਵਾਂਗੇ। ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਕੋਈ ਸਵਾਲ ਹੋਵੇ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਸੰਪਰਕ ਕਰਨਾ 604 603 7555। ਇਸ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਦਾ ਇਹੀ ਮਕਸਦ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਬ੍ਰੇਨਸਟਾਰਮਿੰਗ ਕਰਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਇਸ਼ੂਜ਼ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰ ਸਕੀਏ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦਾ ਕਿ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਜੀਵਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਡਾ ਕੀ ਸੰਬੰਧ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਕੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਿੱਖ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਇੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਦੀ ਸਮਾਪਤੀ ਹੈ। ਫਿਰ ਮੁਲਾਕਾਤ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ। ਤਦ ਤੱਕ ਗੁੱਡ ਬਾਏ।